What is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. In this video today, we are going to be going over my predictions for Season 4 of NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. Now, the reason I'm doing it this early is because normally by Wednesday or Thursday, we have kind of leaks or kind of, we know what is to come. But I mean, right now we have no idea what's coming. The only thing we can base it off of is basically the level 40s we've seen in prior years, or in prior seasons, and all of those types of things. Now, before we dive any further into this video, if you are new to the channel and have not yet, please consider smash that subscribe button as we're on the road to 90,000 subscribers. Now, I want to start off this video by saying, I've been going over an exchange reward, and every kind of season, but is it really even worth me talking about the exchange reward? I can't guess who 2K is gonna put in the exchange. First and foremost, the exchange is never worth it. So to say it even should make this video is just wrong. I don't care about the exchange, guys, until they make it like what it was last kind of year, in which some seasons they had it available in Triple Threat Online, and then you lock in those original owner cards. That was fun. But this is not it. Like, these exchange for all these players are not it. I didn't come up with an exchange player because the exchange is totally worthless in my opinion. Okay, moving on from the exchange, okay? Let's start off in the offline modes, okay? Let's start off with Domination. Do I think a new Domination is coming at the start of next season? No, I just don't. I think it would be really quick if they came out with a Domination, boom, boom, just like that at the start of next season. So that's kind of my opinion. I don't expect a Domination at the start of next season. I think they did it in the middle of this season to kind of preface for the start of Season 5, maybe giving us something else. But definitely do not think there's a Domination coming. So if you haven't done the Manu's Domination, which is including myself, I don't think it is that big of a deal. Next, offline, let's talk about Triple Threat Offline, okay? The total rewards, honestly, have been bad outside of Cliff. Cliff Robinson was really solid. So the next kind of increment is going to be 1,000. So the next kind of reward, the big reward is going to be at 1,000 wins. Who do I think that is going to be? I think it's going to be Ralph Sampson. If I check on 2K database right now and look up Ralph Sampson, you're not going to find anything, right? You're not going to find Ralph Sampson. Now, last year we had him, I think it's Season 1 limited reward, I think is what he was. We had him in the future. And we have not seen Ralph yet this year. So he's a card I think eventually we're going to see at least a little bit. 7-3, if they give him good speed, would be very just an interesting card in general. Ralph actually might be 7-4. I might be wrong on that. As far as the vault reward, I'm going to plug in Anton Walker. Tubby Walker is another card that we literally see every single year. Okay, we see Tubby Walker in years past. Usually, I think last year he was a Triple Threat Online reward, if I got it right. Yeah, he was it looks like in November. Don't be surprised if they put Tubby Walker in Triple Threat Offline as far as the vault reward. I'm not a big Tubby Walker fan. I never really have been in 2K, but again, he's not a card that I would be surprised to see or anything. Could he be the ultimate reward? at 1,000 wins, probably. Could he be in Triple Threat Online? Probably. But I have him here slated in Triple Threat Offline. Hopping into the multiplayer rewards. Let's start with Clutch Time. So this season in Clutch Time, we obviously saw Damian Lillard as kind of the highlighted player. And then we saw a really good shooter in Michael Redd as well on the wheel spin. So who do I think it's going to be? Speaking of Clutch Time, I need to get 240 wins for Hall of Fame clutch shooter. But speaking of Clutch Time, who do I think we're going to win? I think as the level 50 or at 50 wins, I think we're going to see Kyrie Irving. You want to know why I think we're going to see Kyrie Irving? Well, here's the deal. Kyrie Irving, he's a bucket getter, man. He is a bucket getter. And we haven't really seen a good Kyrie Irving yet. Kyrie's not one of those cards that's going to be super good. But he is a point guard. And I think he's a big name that people would play Clutch Time quite a bit for him. As far as on the wheel spin, we saw Michael Redd this season. I'm predicting Danilo Gallinari. Now, that's just one that, it's hard to really know for sure. The odds of me getting any of these right are really slim to none. But Gallinari is one of those guys that I think, similar to Michael Redd, would be good on a wheel spin. I actually think Gallinari would be really solid at 6'10". If they did make him right. Now, we did see, I think we saw a Gallinari that was, I'm trying to think, a decent card. I think we saw an Amethyst, maybe Gallinari early on this year. That was not bad at all. Heading into the draft mode. Now, the draft mode, guys, when was the last time we've honestly seen a good draft mode in general? It's my first question to you. My second question is, I mean, it's just tough. It's just tough because the last 2 seasons in draft just haven't been good. I'm going to talk about a guy in Jermaine O'Neal that I think in draft mode we could see. Jermaine O'Neal card, again, similar to last year. I think we saw him early on, maybe a diamond Jermaine O'Neal. Heck, maybe that was even this year that we saw a diamond Jermaine O'Neal as far as a free card, and it was. He was in a promo set. But if we do start getting Galaxy Opals, I would not be surprised if we saw our first Galaxy Opal in our draft mode. And Jermaine O'Neal is a card that outside of the promo we haven't seen again. So he's a card that I thought about in the draft mode that I think would be a decent fit. Now, would Jermaine O'Neal be good? I mean, who knows? He's 6'11", got a good wingspan. If they made him right and made him able to shoot, I think Jermaine O'Neal would be really, really, really solid. Chill with that online. So here's the deal. You're going to have that 1 reward. Obviously, we got 2 right now. We saw Calvin Nat at the start of last season, Keith Van Horn before. I'm going to headline Josh Smith. I think last year about this time is when we saw the dentist, and then in Triple Threat offline, we saw Danny Ferry. But I think they're going to plug a really good player into Triple Threat online, and I'm leaning Josh Smith. Josh Smith, a card that early on this year, I think as an Amethyst was really, really solid. We haven't seen another Josh Smith since. Last year, I think the Pink Diamond Josh Smith was early on. Again, just a card that in 2K, a lot of people always want and are always eager to get. But, I mean, we need a new Josh Smith. Nobody's going to be using the Amethyst for today's game. Now, before we go into Unlimited, I do want to talk about the Ascension Reward. I've got Buck Williams. Now, if you don't remember Buck Williams, he was a diamond card last year, basically an inside center. 2K kind of overdid it with Ascension Reward this season. Like, I'm not going to lie. Cliff Hagan is actually pretty solid. So they kind of overdid themselves, overstepped what they usually do. I think you're going to take a step back with Buck Williams. Now, at 6'8", at the power forward position, if they give Buck Williams any sort of a 3-ball, card's probably going to be decent enough. So now we're going to head right in to My Team Unlimited. Now, My Team Unlimited, I'm in the shutdown tier right now, but it's not been bad this year. I mean, obviously we had Gary, J-Rich wasn't terrible. Unlimited, I would love to see Pascal Siakam. I would love to see him. Siakam's the type of player that I think longevity-wise, if they made him right, could play for a very long time. I mean, we haven't really seen a Siakam at all this year, September 9th. That's day 1 Siakam. We haven't seen a Siakam since. Don't be surprised if Siakam's a reward or impacts very early this season. 6'9", 7'3" wingspan. A perfect guy with his release to run at that power forward position. Don't be surprised if he's the unlimited reward. That's where I am predicting him. Another guy we haven't seen much of that is really, really good in real life is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. We have not seen one Shai Gilgeous-Alexander card yet this year outside of the base cards. Here's the deal, guys. Limited, and I expect him to have point guard eligibility. Imagine us getting a good, hear me out. Imagine us getting a good Shai card. 6'6", 6'11" wingspan. I know he's got slash or dribble style, but at 6'6", he would be really tough. And then limited, I think, is a really good spot for him. If he doesn't get a different dribble style, if it's still the slash or dribble style, he's not necessarily going to be the best player in the game, but he is going to be 6'6", going to be really good defensively, decent enough release. And I just want a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Maybe it's wishful thinking of me to have both Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as well as Spicy P Pascal Siakam as far as reward cards. But they're just cards I think that, I mean, their time is coming. Okay, next we're going to head into the token market. Now, start of the season for last year, we saw 2 different Galaxy Opal cards. We saw 3 different ones, I'm pretty sure, right? I'm pretty sure we saw 3. What were they? I can't even remember. I think Gary Payton was one of them, honestly. Gary, Moses, and I can't remember the other one. I'm pretty sure, pretty confident we saw 3 of them, Bo. But in Galaxy Opal, I do expect at least 2 different rewards, okay? Do expect 2 Galaxy Opal rewards, at least 2 new Pink Diamond rewards. Pink Diamond tier, I'm going to talk about Jeremy Grant. Similar to Siakam, Jeremy Grant's a card I had plugged in My Team Unlimited first. And I was like, you know what? Jeremy Grant's probably more of a token reward. Just because, I mean, he might not be as hyped up, but 6'8", 7'2" wingspan, similar to Siakam. Just a guy at that power forward position who's going to be really, really solid. Another card that we always see in 2K that we've only seen one of this year is Steve Smith. Okay, 6'7", 6'10" wingspan, base dribble style, jump shot 22. Perfect spot for Steve Smith would be that Pink Diamond Unlimited or Pink Diamond token reward. I mean, we usually do see Steve Smith pick up around this time. Don't be surprised if we see another one. A card that I don't know if we've seen any this year is Bob Lanier, okay? If I click back to 2K21 and Bob Lanier, I'm pretty sure he was an Ascension Reward. Might even been, yeah, he was the first Ascension Reward last year. We have yet to see a Bob Lanier this year. I do expect us to get a Galaxy. I shouldn't say expect. I do think we do get to see a Galaxy Opal. That my prediction is Bob Lanier. Okay, as I would expect, you know, a small forward or up in a guard in the Galaxy Opal token market. My center that I plugged in is Bob Lanier. Expect him to be a really good center, a decent. I expect if he is included in the Galaxy Opal, the Galaxy Opal token market, that he get a 3-ball, 6'11". If you look at last year, he did have the fundamental dribble style. So if they didn't want to make him shoot, give him just playmaking, whatever it is. Galaxy Opal Bob Lanier would not be bad. The other Galaxy Opal I'm gonna lean into as far as token is Baron Davis. Okay, Baron Davis, we've only seen one as far as a base set. Last year, it was a season of giving Galaxy Opal token market for Baron Davis. That's just my guess. Again, these cards could be all over the place. Baron Davis could be unlimited. Baron Davis could be limited. Token reward, I think it would be a good spot for him as well. Now, level 40 has been all over the place at the start of this year. Melo was pretty good for his time. KG was okay for his time. AI was awful for his time. So it just kind of went down. Expect 2K to stoop way high with this one. And I'm predicting Kristaps Porzingis. If you're wondering why Kristaps, Ty, we haven't gotten a Kristaps for 3 months. And Kristaps always one of those cards. I could go back to 2K21. Kristaps Porzingis. Let's see what Kristaps we got about this time. Inferno set on January 22nd. We got a pink diamond Kristaps. Go back to 2K20. Search Kristaps Porzingis. You look at the Kristaps we got in the prime, Kristaps we got in 2K20 about this time. We got a Kristaps about this time. We always get Kristaps Porzingis about this time. And the same thing in 2K19. I think it was 2K19, not 2K20. But normally we do see Kristaps about this time. 7'3" with the ability to shoot the ball. He would be just kind of a game changer, I feel like, especially with kind of the mashing meta. Just be intriguing with his player build to see what they did with him. If his strength was good enough and they made his player model solid, as well as, you know, give him the Hall of Fame limitless spot or stuff like that, Kristaps Porzingis could be a game-changing level 40 reward at that center position. So that's a brief breakdown of what my predictions are for season 4 of MyTEAM. My predictions were way off last season. I mean, last season, nobody could have predicted that we'd get, you know, terrible AI as a level 40 reward. An intriguing point that people brought up is the fact that these level rewards are basically the starter cards from 2K20. So, if you want to continue on that meta, then, I mean, we still got some more to go. But that's just something to think about. If we see another starter card that we saw last year at the start of the year, then we just know what season 5 is going to bring as far as the level 40 reward. I think they're going to lean away from that, especially after season 3. I think they're going to go really big. Maybe we could see an Anthony Davis as far as the level 40 reward. That would not totally shock me or surprise me. But I do expect the level 40 reward to definitely be noteworthy, guys. It's going to wrap it up for our video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know who you guys want to see more than anybody else. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.